Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I will be sharing with you this AutoShip that came in, and it's a flip card for our precious memory album. It came with this little instruction in an envelope, but it feels like the dies are pretty explanatory by themselves. So let's open them up. Okay, and let's see. Okay, looks like we have a nice pocket, the body of the flip card, lots of embellishments, little tags and stuff, new corners for the page decorations, and then we got a new page end, which is really pretty. So let's take these parts that we're going to need. Okay, this is gonna be the layering part if you want to. So let me cut these things out and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the main body I've cut. Here's the pocket I've cut. Those are the two main pieces. This is my layering part, and this one is my layering part. But while I was cutting the second part, because you can layer them, as I saw it over here, they layered it. They just cut off over here and they layered this other layer on top. But what I've noticed, and I will show you that in just a second, something really fun, and I've tried it. So let me show you this part. It looks pretty easy. So you decide which way you want this card to flip. Either you hold it this way and it flips this way, like this, or you bend it this way and that one that way, and it's gonna open from the right, like this. And that's it. Then I've cut this layering piece because I was cutting this out of white, and then you can have something like this, and then you can layer this by cutting this part off. As you know, they're kind of showing it on the picture. Let me grab my cardstock. Let me see if this will fit. Yeah. Let's put this together and see how it's gonna look just cutting it and putting it together without any layers, anything. Let's say you don't want a layer, or I don't want a layer. Okay. Okay, so let's pretend this is my card base or anything. You're putting it on a page from the album, anything. So okay, and then you would just glue whenever you need it. And then you would have this flip card, and let me show you how it looks with different folding. So if we fold and unfold from the right, it would look like this once you put it in, and it looks like this. And then if you decide that you want to fold it this way, then it would just look like this, kind of like a little bit more dimensional. but you choose however you would want to put it. So then you can put layering pieces, as I said, as I showed on this thing, like this, and cut this parts out so you can see a little bit of green. But what I discovered while I was cutting, and this is our new page end, but when I was looking at it and I was like, that looks almost exactly the same, and guess what, it is. It's just slightly smaller, which is perfect to do layering, like this kind of layer, or this or this, and I will show you in just a second, because I was like, no way. And it is. It's exactly the same as this edge, and I was like, oh, I can do different kinds of layering. So let me show you what would you do and how it will look. Let me show you how it will look like this. It will look like this. So let me show you what would you do. So here's my plate. Pretty used, of course, and stuff, but you know. So after you've cut your piece, you would need your washi tape, whatever you have. I'm gonna already get 2 pieces ready. Alrighty. Then you would take your edge and line up as much as you want. If you want this kind of layer, and this much would be visible of the green, or this much, and as much as you want. So I'm gonna do, I think I like it this way. Alright, and now let's put it through the machine. Normal sandwich, the plastic shim, the magnetic mat, and your top plate. Okay, we just cut it, and let's see. Okay, so you will end up with this little thing. Then don't cut it right away. Then you would need to do is do the same thing for this this edge. Let's see. Okay, and let's put it through the machine again. Same sandwich. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you end up with this edge. Then you grab your X-Acto knife, and you can cut straight on the mat, but I don't want this to slide, so I have my little cutting mat that I like to use, so my project doesn't slide off. And then you grab any ruler you have, big or small, and you cut from one end of this cut to the other end of this cut. And same thing on the other side. Okay, here we go. We even have a frame left, a nice frame. And then right here we have this part that looks exactly the same as this, except tiny bit smaller. So right here. So what I would do is I would cut this middle piece out, just slightly inside from the score line, inside to the piece that you're gonna keep, not to this piece. Okay. Okay, so we've got one, and then let's do the same thing to this side. Okay, so let's see. This would be this side. This would be this side right here. Make sure to, match nicely, and when I glue it, I will match nicely. And looks like I need to cut a little bit more straight in here, I think, but we'll see. So here it is, and instead of cutting the layer piece out of different cardstock, you can just cut it out of this piece, since it's gonna be matching your top layer, this. But because I'm doing white, I just used another piece, so it would be like this. But we have this frame, so I was thinking, of course you can, just throw it away and it's fine, but I was thinking to put it on the back, because it's exact match. So it would look like this. And if you put another layering piece in here, so your flip card would look like this on the back. Or even if you decide to do this on the front, just a frame and the layering piece, that will look really good too. So let me put the front pieces on so you can see how it's gonna look. Okay, here it is. I've glued the top parts, and I actually glued another piece that I've cut out from this extra piece, so when it opens and closes, you can have the layering effect. So I really like it this way better than this way, which this way is awesome too. It looks really good. You can see the black like you would see the green, and this nice pattern paper. But I don't know if this was intended for it or not, but this piece works so perfect over here, and now I'm in love with it because you can do the layering. So it's really easy, really fun. So here is this pink one that I did in black, just to try it out. And these are the other layering flowers. So just wanted to see how they look. So this is really nice, either this way or this way. Each color looks different, but I really love the layering effect. So let's see. So then we have these cute corners, and I cut a few just to show you. I've got it in pink just to show you how they look. So they look like this. So when you put it on the page, they look really nice and cute, and they have, let me actually glue it to this page so I can show you. They have same pattern that the pocket has. And I am only gluing on this part underneath over here, but you can glue the whole thing, but I will tell you why. So let's see. So you can glue it this way as I did. So when you have, let's say you're not using this for this project, but if you have a picture, then you can put a picture in there, and you know it's gonna hold the picture. If you put 4 of them on each side, you can hold the picture. If you don't need to hold the picture, you can glue all the way everywhere so it, you know, stays, you know, close to the page. Either way you want, you can. Their little pattern, either it's a X or a plus or a cross or whatever it is, you have it here too, so kind of goes together. I actually pre-cut this pocket because you can use it different ways, and here it is. So you can use this pocket, and if you just run it through by itself, you will have this kind of pocket, simple, closed, you know, can't see what's inside. Then if you run it through this way with the pattern, you will get this way, as you know, been shown. And this part is, it's exactly the same, run it through with this thing, but then I ran this accent color, this black accent color, I just run it through normally. Then I've cut on the inside of the score lines, just smaller over here from all these sides except the top. But you can even cut off the top if you would like. But I just cut in here a little bit smaller so it fits nicely in there. And you can, if you want, slide this almost down, but not all the way. Let me make sure I don't get a bottom. Slide this like this, and you can have a nice shadow layer, or you can slide it all the way in and you just have the bottom piece covered with accent color. And then when you put your flip card in there, it's kind of, you know, you can't see through inside, so like this. So you can add accent colors to it. So to show you this part, I'm not gonna glue this this second, but I've prepared this flip card as a page for my album. Let me show you, and it's gonna go on this page. And as you can see, I already, where's that other one? I've already pre-cut those two, and I just cut off the right here on the score line because my page is already done and I didn't want these pieces hanging out on that side. So I just cut it off and just glued them. And I've got my pink pocket, and I've got my layered flip card. And I did exactly the same. I just cut around it. I've added just a few rhinestones, the little ones. I like to use them a lot. And then here is that part coming up. So I've glued this exact frame that was left over. I just glued it in here, added another layering piece, and now my front looks really good and my back looks really good too. So there's like lots of different options in here whether it was designed that way or not, I don't know, but this is what I came up with, and I really like it. So I'm gonna put this piece right here, and then my flip card's gonna go like this. So I'm gonna glue it real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is my finished page, and when you scroll through it, you come up to it and you're like, oh, nice. You open that up and you see how it looks. I like it with my right side folding on top, so when it goes in, it kind of looks a little bit neater for me, just one side sticking out. But if you like it this way, you can always flip it the other way and it will look like this. So different ways you can put, and they're all really nice. So it's just your choice, and this is easy and fun project, and it's unique, so you can put your pictures, your sentiments, stamps, anything you want, it will go with it. I really like this AutoShip, and I'm so happy I got it. So, well, that's it. We've got our page done, and we have 3 more pages left in this album for my other AutoShips that's gonna come, and of course I will share them with you when they come. Well, that's it. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, share across the social media and your friends, and I will see you in the next video.